I have made more money and built more long-term wealth this year than I have ever done in my entire life. And I can trace it back to 7 specific habits. These same habits that are holding most beginners back from making their first $100. See, almost every online guru is yelling about how to make 1K a day, how to buy your dream car, how to land your dream job. But none of them are talking about what actually stops you from getting there. None of them are talking about it. They are not mentioning mindset. They are not talking about their daily habits. And they definitely left out the simple productive acts they rely on behind the scene to stay consistent on their grind. So now let's be honest. How many videos and webinars have you watched about making money online? Probably too many to count. There are too many to count. But how much have you actually made? If I had to guess, not even up to $100. And that's actually not your fault. You have been overwhelmed with information from too many so-called experts, and most of it keeps you stuck watching instead of doing. So if you think I'm here to sell you another make $10,000 in 30 days system, you are going to be disappointed because this is absolutely different. So in this video, I'll break down the 7 habits that changed everything for me, helping me to make over $100,000 in commission as at the age of 22. And if you stick around, these same habits might just help you to do the same thing as well. So now let's dive into the first habit. And this is probably the most underrated one out there. Master the one thing focus rule. See, I know you've heard it before, just focus on one thing. But most people hear it and ignore it. You chase 5 business ideas in the same week, freelancing on Monday, e-commerce by Wednesday, crypto on Friday, and maybe YouTube on the weekend. Then you wonder why you feel burnt out with nothing to show for it. That's shiny object syndrome in full force. You start something and just because it doesn't pay in the first 2 weeks, you drop it. Then boom, you see another guy promising quick alerts and you are off chasing that one as well. So here's the truth. Results don't come from doing everything. They come from sticking with one thing long enough to make it pay. Let me break it down like this. It's like you cooking jollof rice and turning off the gas halfway because it's not done yet. Then you start making spaghetti. At the end, you are hungry, but you are surrounded by half-cooked food. That's what happens when you jump from one hustle to the next without finishing what you started. So stick to one, let it cook, and that's how results shows. So if you really want to build momentum, follow this rule. Pick one high income skill or business model and lock in for the next 90 days. No switching, no second guessing, no hoping on the next trending strategy. No, just consistent, focused action on one path until it works. See, I call this the one thing lock in. It's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it works fast because energy scattered in 10 different directions goes nowhere. So focus your energy on one skill or one business, then when your hustle pays off and people will start asking what you are doing differently. Now, after you pick that one skill or business to focus on, the next lie you will tell yourself is this: I'll start tomorrow. And that brings me to habit 2. Now let me ask you, how many times have you said I'll do it later, only to realize later never came? That quick 15 minutes you could have used to implement what you learned turns into a 3-day delay. Why? Because you were busy watching skit on TikTok or chatting on WhatsApp about stuff that won't even move your life forward. Now let me be real. You are not stuck. You are just procrastinating. But here's the brutal truth. I'll do it later is the most expensive lie you will keep telling yourself. While you are still overthinking, the people you envy are already executing. And that's the difference. Fast implementation. They don't sit on ideas. They don't wait for perfect timing. They just take the first step. Because success doesn't reward intention. It rewards implementation. So stop sleeping on that lesson. No, implement it ASAP. Watch the video you saved last week. Buy that course you have been eyeing. Fix your Instagram and Twitter bio. Because here's the thing. Leaving small tasks undone is like leaving dirty clothes on your bed. 1 turns to 2, then your whole room is messy and now you don't even feel like cleaning it again. That's what kills your drive before you even start. See, this particular habit changed everything for me. I used to let small tasks pile up, until I was stressed and burned out. But now, even if it is small, I'll do it immediately. Even if it is big, I'll break it down and schedule it. But either ways, I will handle it better. So here is your challenge for the next 7 days. Anytime something or anything that's going to take you 15 minutes to get it done, act on it immediately. No delay. That way, you are going to feel lighter, you're going to feel clearer, and you get stuff done faster. Even if it's a big task, break it down. This is a bonus tip. Even if it's a big task, break it down. Tell yourself, I will just do part A today for 15 minutes and finish the rest tomorrow. Because the real habit here is simple. Don't wait, initiate. That's how momentum is built. Now, let's talk about the third habit, the one that kills procrastination before it even starts. Because after you pick your one skill or business you want to work on, and you stop saying, I'll start tomorrow, there is that one silent killer that steals your time daily. That's waking up without a plan. That's why the third habit is simple but powerful. Design your day before it starts, not during. Now, let me just be real with you. Most people wake up like this. I don't wake up. So wetin I go do like this simply means that I'm awake. What am I going to do today? Then if that's you, you've already lost the day. Why? Because the brain loves comfort, and when you have it in charge, it will pick vibes and vibes only. You start scrolling on WhatsApp, replying chats, watching TikToks in the name of getting ready, but no real thing is done. So here is what the smart ones do differently. They don't plan their day in the morning. They plan it before the morning. A night before the morning, because when you design your next day ahead of time, you will wake up with one thing most people lack: clarity. You are not guessing what to do, you already know what to do. You are not reacting to the day, you are attacking it. And here is how I do it. Every night I write down 3 to 5 non-negotiable things for the next day. Not 10, not 20, just the big ones that move the needle. Then I block time for each of them, even if it's just 30 minutes to get them done. So that way, when I wake up, I'm not running around, I'm executing. This one habit alone helped me kill procrastination, random distractions, that fake feeling of feeling busy without no result. A lot of people are capped in this particular phase. So if your days always feel scattered and unproductive, you probably start them without a map. So what do you want to do tonight? This is it. Get yourself a pen. Write down your top 3 tasks. Put time on each of them. Then sleep like a boss, knowing tomorrow is already planned. Trust me, your future self will thank you if you implement this today. Now listen, if you are working a 9 to 5 and trying to build a side hustle online, drop 9 to 5 in the comment section. I will share the one productivity hack that helps people like you make time, even with their busy schedules. So now, let's move to the next habit. Protect your energy like it is your money. Let me say something real quick. Your energy is more valuable than your time. Because what's the point of having 12 hours in a day if you spend them tired, drained, or mentally checked out? What exactly is the point? So here is the hard truth no one is talking about. Most people fail not because they are lazy, but because their energy is leaking. Leaking through toxic conversation, leaking through junk content, scrolling on social media, leaking through lack of sleep, bad food, late night, and no boundaries. And when your energy is low, even simple tasks are gonna feel so heavy to do. You start things but don't finish. You want to work but you can't focus. You try to stay disciplined but you give up halfway. I used to feel that every day until I learned this. You have to protect your energy like you protect your money, because they are both fuel. Here is how I fixed mine. I stopped saying yes to everyone. I set a cutoff time for social media. You have to do that. I created a do not disturb block every day. No calls, no text, just focused work. And I started sleeping better, not longer, sleep better. You don't need 10 hours of sleep. You just need 6 to 7 hours of quality, uninterrupted rest. The moment I made this shift, everything changed. More focus, more discipline, more wins. I wasn't grinding more, I was just protecting my mental battery. So here is your challenge. Audit your energy. Cut the leaks. Where are the leaks coming from? Cut them. Build routines that recharge you, not the one that drain you. Because when your energy is right, your results come super faster. If you ever felt like you are working non-stop but nothing is really moving, then habit 5 is your game changer. Now let me guess. You've had days where you stayed busy for hours, your to-do list was long, you felt super unproductive, but at the end of the week, no real growth, no new money in, no momentum. Here's the raw truth. Being busy doesn't mean you are effective, doesn't mean you are even efficient. Working without tracking results is like pouring water into a basket. No matter how much you do it, it never fills. You see, that one mindset shift changed the game for me. I used to feel good ticking off random tasks. I used to feel good ticking it off, but I never asked this real question. Did this actually move me closer to my goals? Now, here is what I do differently. Every week, I pick one clear goal, like probably to grow my email list or making $1,000 from a particular CPA offers. Then each day, I ask myself, what did I do today that moved this goal forward? If the answer is no, oh, you are just spinning the wheels. See, when you are trying to build a side hustle online, you don't have time for fake work. So start tracking the right inputs. How many videos or pieces of content you posted this week, how many people you booked for a call or pitch your business to, how much you actually made from your hustle. You have to track those things, not just how busy you are. Busy don't put food on the table, because once you track this, you will stop guessing and start growing. You focus like a sniper and the result will surely follow. So here is your challenge. At the end of today, don't ask what did I do. Ask yourself, what result did I move closer to? Do this for the next 7 days and you will make more progress than you ever did in the last 30 to 60 days. I'm telling you. Now, let's talk about the habits that separate consistent earners from inconsistent starters. See, it's not talent, because apparently there are a lot of talented people out there. It's not motivation. It's this one thing: master boring reps. See, success is more about reputation and not motivation. Let me break a myth for you. You don't need more motivations. You need more repetitions. Look, motivations feels like fire at first. It lightens you up. You swear that this time will be different. You watch a video, you are pumped. You take notes like your life depends on it. Your chest is buzzing. Your mind is racing. But then, 3 days later, come on, you are drained, distracted, back to scrolling, back to square one. The fire is gone already. That's the work of motivation. So that's the plan. Why? Because success doesn't live in hype or motivation. It lives in the boring things you do over and over, like posting content when no one is watching, practicing your skills again and again, even when it's boring. Because repetition is what creates results, not emotion, not vibes, and not inspiration. Every skill you admire today, every person out there making crazy money online, got there by showing up when they didn't feel like it. Like the online coach you admire, the one whose results you wish were yours. You see him now, but you didn't see the years he showed up daily without no one seeing him. He kept posting, tweaking a lot of things, learning while nobody watched. He kept going until one day you finally notice. You think you need a new strategy every week? No, you just need to keep doing the old thing over and over again. You have to do it longer than everyone else. So here's your challenge. Whatever you are building, pick your boring repetition, pick your boring reps. The one thing that actually moves the needle, then repeat it, even when it is not fun. Especially when it is not fun, it's not going to be fun, because that's where 99% of people quit. But if you don't quit, you are going to lap them. You will lap them. That's it. Now, the seventh and the final habit is the one that styles everything together. This one will either transform how you operate, or you will keep chasing and wondering why nothing sticks. See, you have to join a group that keeps you accountable and actually helps you grow. This is the glue, because this is one habit that keeps all other habits alive. Because let's be honest, knowing what to do is easy, but doing it every day when it is boring, hard, only you, that's where most people fall off. And if you've been through this circle, you set a big goal, you get hyped, you start strong, then fall off after a few days or a week. So you don't need more motivations. You don't need more discipline. What you really need isn't even another YouTube tutorial. It's not even another strategy. And I'm sure as hell that it's not even you waiting for the right time. What you need is to join a circle of high-performing individuals. Individuals who won't let you slack. Because here's the truth. Your willpower will run out. Your motivation will vanish when life gets hard. you will not find them. But when you are in a room with winners, with successors, when you've got people checking in, pushing you, calling you out, quitting becomes uncomfortable. Excuses get exposed, and showing up becomes your new default. That's what keeps you in the game long after everyone else taps out. Now, if you are still watching this, I know one thing for sure. You want to build a sustainable income online. You want freedom, and you are tired of starting over every month. You are tired of going into a business, coming out, going into another business again. But here is the truth. The real reason you are stuck isn't just the lack of strategy.